Testing the volume. Hello. Testing the volume. Hello. Okay, it's working. It's good. And let's edit. To edit this picture here. Let's change that to this. We'll save that. Did it save? Did it crash? What happened? It's acting weird. Okay. It should update in a little bit. If it doesn't, screw it. What kind of emotes do we have here? Look at this weird stuff. Wild. So I wanted to draw some monster, some creature from this. One of my favorite monster manuals, the Advanced Dungeons and Dragons Monster Manual 2. This is an old one. This is from many years ago. I got this on eBay. This is like the third copy I've owned of this thing, because they seem to disappear. At least, you know, when I was living with my mom, I put my friends, books disappeared. What is this from? Trying to figure out what this. Oh, 1983. Check that out, man. That was like 1,000 years ago. So this is the monster manual. So if you've played Dungeons and Dragons and you're the dungeon master, you go in here and look at these monsters, look them up, and you have to look them up according to the level of your party. For example, you're not gonna let's look at some demons in here. Let's see here. Like this guy right here. This squealer. Well, he's not. Armor class is 6. It's alright. But there's some demons in here that are just freaking crazy. Where they go? Some weird looking characters in here. Been a while since I looked through here. There we go. The demons. Like, look at that. We have freaking Glacia. That's her name. She is the princess of hell. So you wouldn't have her fight your army, or sorry, your group of level 1 adventurers. So you have to find monsters that fit your group. What did I just say? See, I'm blanking out. My brain works sometimes. Other times it's just like it misfires. And these sort of tell you, this book tells you all the information about them, about these creatures. And there's some nice black and white illustrations which I really like. The newer versions of the monster manual are colored, but I prefer the black and white. I just love it because it's classic. I got monkey. They call it a kek. That is wild. I mean, we hardly fought any of these because these are for the high level. Most of these are high level monsters for a high level party. There's that word, party. See, I forgot what we're talking about. This is cool looking. I don't know who the artist is, but this one right here, it's pretty sweet. Let's zoom in here. Of course, this book is huge. I can't really because I got my damn tripod in the way. But it tells you all the information: frequency. That means how often they appear. And here it says very rare. And number of appearing. It says 1 or 2 through 4. And the armor class is 6. That's something that if you're into role playing, the lower the armor class, the harder it is to hit a creature. So as you guys, armor class is 6. And if you don't know, armor class 10 is very bad. And that's like below average. I think that's average, armor class 10. And then you go low. You start at 10 and you go down to the negatives. When you reach armor class -1 or -2, usually you have like magical items or magic armor. So, anyways, this is pretty cool. And it's got shows the movement, hit dice, is how much hit points these creatures have, and how often they're in layers. It says 15%. What else is there? And it's got treasure types. See below, number of attacks. This thing attacks 3 times. So every turn this thing gets 3 attacks. It's like unfair. Anyways. And damage per attack, 7 through 12, 1 through 3, 1 through 3. So this means you use dice. So if it's 7 through 12, use a 12-sider. If it says 1 through 3, use a 4-sider. You just ignore the 4. And then it tells you, special attacks, special defenses, has camouflage, so it can actually hide. And intelligence is semi. Alignment is neutral, so this guy neither evil nor good. Size is large, and it tells you how much experience points this guy is valued at. Anyways, and then some of the information about the squealer. It says squealers inhabit only temperate to tropical forests. So even though it's a hairy creature, it sort of likes tropical areas. Well, it looks hairy here. I'm not sure. It looks like a pig. It's a weird looking thing. Look at that. Look at the feet. This artist went all out on this thing. Because from what I've known in the past, the artists were given this a semi-description, and sometimes they weren't even given that description. They just give them like a name of a creature, like squealer. And sometimes the artist would have to go on their own and create these creatures. So they are usually solitary, although there is a 10% chance that an encounter with a mated pair. Oh, interesting. Although a squealer cares nothing for treasure, most prey will be dragged near the lair to be devoured. Oh, look at that. You don't want to get caught with these guys. So there can be items of value there. A squealer can imitate many sounds perfectly. So it will imitate the distress calls, death shrieks, mating calls, etc. of other creatures to attract prey. Squealers are voracious beasts and will attack any other carnivores or herbivores. Guess if they're hungry. Typically, the squealer will crouch upon a low branch, and when the victim comes near, the monster will grasp the limb. It is upon with 3 of its appendages meaning the arms, and swing head down to bite and claw its prey. So if both claw attacks succeed, the squealer has grasped and held the victim and will fall upon it next round, doing 5 to 8 points of crushing damage and 2 additional clawing attacks. So the attack mode is bite, claw, 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 claw. Wow. This guy just tear you up. So it has 18 strength, which is pretty strong, and weighs 400 or more pounds. Anyways, that's enough information about this squealer guy. But, you know, he's cool looking. I think I'm going to draw this guy. Although, he looks pretty cool there already. Is there a description? You know what? I didn't read that. Sometimes they have descriptions. I'm looking real quick. Okay, here we go. So the squealer is very fierce. I'm reading right here. It's very fierce. When full grown, it is about the size of a large gorilla. So it gives you an idea of how big these things are. And is a match for almost anything. The fur of a squealer is long and colored yellow and green and alternating splotches. Oh, how weird. Its form is topped by hunched shoulders and a thrust-forwarded pig-like head. So this is probably what the artist got. They got this description from the whoever wrote this, and they give this to the artist, and the artist had to come up with the image for it. The head is about 2 feet long and is mostly mouth filled with sharp tushes. The arm-like forelimbs sprout from the hunched back, and the rear limbs come from high up on the hindquarters. So anyways, it gives you descriptions, which is kind of neat. Just in case it doesn't have a you know, because not everything has a piece of art like this one here. Spider, a giant marine spider. There is no image for it, but you can use your imagination. You know, you've seen spiders. Just imagine a bigger one. So this is kind of weird looking. 2 arms in front, 1 on the back. He's got 2 legs in shadow. And a pig-like head. So maybe I'll sketch this guy out. And I'm gonna have to get some paper. Excuse me. I just had lunch, so I got the hiccups. It was kind of a weird kind of lunch. Had a half of a Mr. Pickles chicken sandwich, and then my wife came home with burritos, and I had a piece of that because I don't like to eat a lot. So it was kind of a strange sandwich. I mean, it's lunch. Half sandwich, piece of burrito. Sometimes it be that way. Lunches get weird at my home. I'm sure it gets weird with you guys too. Okay, I'm just getting a piece of paper. I think I'm gonna draw this guy sideways. Let me zoom out. I hope my camera just doesn't crap out like last time. When I was doing the feet, drawing feet, my camera froze, and I had no idea it had frozen, which really sucked for my viewers because they didn't get to see the other part of the feet when I did the dwarf feet and the giant feet. Hope you guys are having a great Friday out there. If you guys ever watch this video, maybe later on when you're around. I don't have a set schedule because my days are always filled with busyness. I have a family. I have 4 children. They're mostly grown up, but I'm always in need, and they always need help, and they need to ride somewhere, or you know, there's always something going on. So there's no way for me to stick to a schedule. Okay, so this creature, the squealer, the name's funny. He's sort of in that image that we saw. He's sort of lurking around. So maybe I could draw him walking. I'm thinking he's walking in that direction. So I'm gonna do this really quick because it has like a high back. High back, like that. And on top of the back he has an arm. But I'm not gonna draw that yet. So right now I'm drawing like the spine of this thing. And maybe his head's like turned this way. Now I'm trying to this is where you gotta use your imagination. This is the spine. This is sort of like the neck, I suppose. And he hears a sound, and he's like, who the hell's behind me? I hear something. And maybe his head is here. Here's a head, right? I'm imagining this thing with the mouth open. So right now I'm just doing simple shapes. Mouth open. Okay, nothing crazy. And this goes up like that. And we got some weird looking arms. Maybe this arm is up like this. Elbow. And then comes in like that. Did my camera just go black? Weird. Then he's got one finger. He's got like three fingers. Okay, that's one arm. And the other arm could be the other arm could be maybe it's this way. Like it's gonna. This is designed to turn around, right? It's like I'm turning around and see what the hell. What the hell was that noise? So this is where I start to get creative, right? With the stories and this creature here, this elbow. And I'm thinking it has like a chest that's high. Okay, chest. It's gotta have a neck, so I can't turn. The neck, chest, and the legs like back here. Like this is the pelvic area. And then maybe this one, this leg could be back. Like that, but facing us. So you do these circles like this. It's back but facing us. I don't know what his feet look like. You kind of tell. And then this other leg, I don't think it has a tail, but it doesn't have talk about a tail. But I'm gonna give it a little tail like this. I'm gonna give it a little tail, a little nub back here, and then the other leg should be folded forward. Like I said, he's the other hip's over here, so maybe this leg is up high. So it's up high. Here's the knee. And it's bent like that, right? Because it's moving forward. So that would be the other leg. But I'm not sure if that would look right because this arm's in the way. It may look alright. So what I'm going to do is not draw this leg yet. I'll get myself confused. Too much going on. So I'm going to take this leg out for now. And draw the this arm seems to be too far or too close. It could be further back. Yeah. I'm going to change this position. So I'm drawing with my H lead, like I always do, and it's drawn really lightly right now because there's going to be erasing that I'm going to be doing. So the shoulder's here, one shoulder, and the other shoulder will be back here. So this one could be going back over here, right? And then let's see here. This way and then this way. Because it seemed like they're touching there. I didn't like that. But I'm not sure if I like that angle though. What if this arm was going back? And then this way, and that way. I almost prefer like the other, where I had it originally. Let's see here. The shoulder here. Let me draw this thing out for my own brain. Let's draw this thing out. This thing is very muscular. It seems to have muscles upon muscles. So I'm gonna draw some information here and erase. Then he has this funny looking out like here. He has some funny looking something. I don't know what the artist intended to put there, but this will be coming towards us. Which means I'll have to move the hands. So all the line work that I do is placeholder. And as I start to, draw this thing out like I am right now, I start to make adjustments. And that's a natural process. It's not like, oh my gosh, he messed up. No, just the way it is. Art evolves. You start with one idea, sometimes it evolves to a totally different idea. You got one pose in your mind, an hour later or 15 minutes later, you got a different pose in mind. Because ideas, they're formed constantly in your brain. And what you thought might have been cool 5 minutes ago is not going to work. So we have that arm. Now the other arm. I like the fact that it's at an angle. So the other shoulder would be there. And then I think I want it to have like this. Something like that. Maybe like sort of hidden back here. And it's going out this way. Right? And then the thumb. That looks better. That looks a lot better. Now I'm happy with that. Because it looks like he's crouching. But he's looking back. Right? Now let's work on the head a little bit. Oops. This book keeps sliding. So we have the... And this might change too, the head. We'll see. Because he has ears. Little pig ears back here. I'm just going to draw little ovals for now. These ovals are his pig ears. Now, if that's the case, his eyes are going to be... One eye's over here, the other eye's over there. Right? And then I start to adjust things. This no longer works. So now, he has like this snout. Interesting looking snout. And it goes, it's cut open here. Split, should I say. It's split, and he has like some sort of nose. I'll just do that for now. And there's a ridge here. And he's got all this information going like this. So this may change, but I don't want to get into too much detail. Then he's got like this going on with the eyes. And he's gonna have to have some sort of like jaw information. I wonder, okay, it's a cheekbone and then the jaw down here. Cheekbone, jaw over here. He has like a square lower jaw. I don't like this that's going in right there. I'm gonna get rid of that. Don't like that. That looks better. This looks funny to me, this part of the mouth. It looks sort of comical. I'm adjusting things as I go. This is lower jaw. It's over here. He seems to have like a wide lower jaw. Yeah, I can make this wider. I'm trying to get the right look. I almost feel like I want to make it more streamlined. It's the head like a little more menacing than what I see in the book. Almost looks like a camel. What the heck? And I'll move the nose down. So the nose is like, it's hard to tell what kind of nose he has, because it's just like a little shadowed area. Almost looks like a rat. But the description says like a pig. So maybe there's like a pig nose. Yeah, let's give him a pig nose. Really don't like this. Just really don't. So if he has a pig nose, maybe this is like, something like that. The pig-nosed rat. Maybe, I feel like this is too fat here. I feel like it's too fat. So, some wild eyes here. Then, cheekbone, right? Something like that. And one ear there. The ear over here. Let's erase that information there. And he's got tusks or teeth going up that way. I always try to make these. I always try to make them different sizes. Never the same. Seems like he's got smaller teeth above. I'll leave it at that for now. And shoulder, so the neck, shoulder, he's got some hair. We're just going to give some hair over here. Like that. So he's going to have to have a spine here. It's got a weird looking spine. It's got like bumps on it. Let's exaggerate this. There we go. Exaggerated. Then, like I said, he's got like bumps or lumps here. So I'll draw the lumps here. I don't know what they are. So we got that done. I wonder if I should make his arms longer. I feel like this is too short. So I feel like it was too short. I'm trying to follow the muscle structure of the creature in the book. I'm going to try to reinvent the wheel here. Okay, I like that better. Though this pie needs to be bigger. I feel like it needs to be bigger. Like these fingers. They seem kind of puny for such a big creature. He's a puny creature. Okay. That looks better. Now, the other arm back here. Do some hair. There's this. This will be in shadow back here. You're not going to see it. What else? The other leg. Yeah. Let's have this, like I said, come towards us. And this could be somewhat hairy. Put a little hair back there. So his chest is hidden back here, abdomen inside of here, and his other leg. Now, this one could be forward, right? Like I mentioned before, I want to do that forward, and then this comes up this way, and then this other foot back here. It's got like a toe, or maybe it's hair, I don't know, I can't tell, on the heel part, and it comes down this way, and he's got his feet. Like so, and this would go inside here. This would more likely be, if this leg was bent this way, knee would be here, something like that. This could be all in shadow actually. Maybe this leg too. Like that. And you can give him a bony knee. We'll erase this. So he has like, it looks like a claw back here. From looking at the information in the monster manual. And then, got one, how many toes does he have? I can't even tell. He's got 4 toes. And this is sort of foreshortened, facing us. So we have him almost completely sketched out. I'm just gonna get the pose right and the angles right before I go into the nitty-gritty of muscles and shading and you know, hair. I'll do some cleanup work here. Maybe you can see the other claw here of the other foot. Something like that. Some bumps on the other side, smaller bumps. And his hand or claws over here are interesting. They must look like bird feet. So he has like, he has this going on. He's got that going on. that going on. He's got like really bumpy feet, toes, whatever. I'll leave it like that for now, and then I'm gonna do this one here. I should wiggle my toe. One here, and then this is probably in shadow. I'm not gonna really go into detail back there. Maybe this catches some light. Not sure yet. So here we have our squealer so far. And you probably won't be able to see this eye because it's behind this thick brow. And he's got, like I said, he's got these things going on here, like that. The only thing I changed was the nose area, because the other one didn't look like a pig snout. It just didn't. And here was some detailed wrinkles. What else can we do to this thing? He has like this ridge here. Somewhat like its skull is a little split in the middle. A little bit. Erase that. We could put some hair here. We can take some liberties. So I could do that. Yeah, I'm gonna take some liberties with this character. I think it'd be cool if he had like some sort of mane, small mane of hair. Right, guys. What do you guys think? And then like that. And this would make sense because it's got a hairy shoulder. There, so he's got a lot more hair on the head and on the neck. And that sort of looks kind of cool. Alright, so next time when I come back to finish this up, I'll do the muscles and work more of the details and the rendering, the fun part of art. I really enjoy that part. I enjoy this too, but I just love doing shadow work and rendering and emphasizing parts of the character that just pop. So anyways, I hope you guys sort of learn from these videos as to how my mind works and how I sketch things out. And you guys have a wonderful Friday, okay? Peace out.